Trying to get some light up in here. I didn't know it was that dark. So try to put this behind my head. You can see my face. I don't like that there. Let's try something else. Put it here, maybe. That's okay, I guess. That's okay, I guess. I'm eating. And I damn sure don't do videos when I'm eating, but I'm almost done. Something made me laugh. That my mom said at the funeral. She said when Jeremiah came up to her and asked her, or told my mama, "Hey, mama, I got a girlfriend." Now, my mama said, you know, Jeremiah wasn't known for being with girls. So she say, when she heard that, the first thing that hit her mind was, well, Jeremiah, you know everybody in this town is related. So who is your cousin? I mean, who is your girlfriend? I busted out laughing, man. That was hilarious. That was hilarious. Everybody knows, especially, well, I won't even say that because shit, I've seen it on both sides. That when you're growing up, if you don't have parents around, if you don't have strict supervision at all times, certain stuff will happen to both boys and girls growing up that if their parents were around, it wouldn't have happened to them. I remember I had a conversation in jail. Well, I did not have the conversation. That's the point of the story was, they asked me, they said, man, hey, Charles, you mean to tell me you ain't never been with one of your cousins or like your cousins like that? I was like, nah, bro, I never done that. And I answered him, 2 or 3 times, and he was like, never? And I'm like, dog, never, ever. I had a cousin, the same cousin that I told y'all, when she saw me, she just ran and jumped up on me. My cousin Punch. That's her nickname. We've called her that. I don't even think we know her. Like, I don't even know her real name. Never knew her biological name. We just called her Punch. Punch, Missy, and Nay. Those are 3 sisters. Punch, Missy, and Nay. And when she jumped on me or whatever, this same cousin, she was the cousin that would, her and Nay, they were the cousins that were into, they were hyper over sexualized, 2002, 3, 4, 5, where it seemed like every music video was a woman in a t-shirt wet, Ashanti, Aaliyah, all these different, things. And that's what the era they come from. So I told you guys I was the cute little boy, and they treated me as such, and that comes with strokes of the face and playing like you're their boyfriend and stuff like that. That's as far as it ever went. We were way too, it's another one of my cousins, beautiful, man. I'm telling y'all, a lot of these women are just out of this world. But we were just way too supervised to we didn't even cross our minds to play with each other like that. So I just found that to be funny when my mama say, Jeremiah, you know everybody in this town is related. Who is your girlfriend? And it was, fortunately it was somebody that was in a town miles away, But that was a good thing. That's a positive takeaway. I can, that's something that I can take away for my brother being here was that he only had one girlfriend, and she was a sister. Right on, brother. Right on. Right on. You know, I've shared, man, he went through a lot as far as keeping things away from the girl keeping things away from him. I told y'all, when I seen her in person, my mom was like, this is whatever her name was, and who was that? And he said, my girlfriend. I was like, oh, well, hello, I'm Charles. And, you know, she was just, you know, in her feelings or whatever. Mama was asking the important questions because really though, Wallace just ain't that big. A justified query. That was my brother. I encouraged my mother to start a group chat. If I have to be the glue to keep this family together, then so be it. I can't be selfish with my time, because one of the things that really hit me hard was seeing all the kids. Y'all know how it is. You see the kids, oh, you're getting big. But I swear to y'all, there was something that my mother requested that nobody post a funeral, right? What y'all think people did? What y'all think the people do? Huh? They did it anyway. Excuse me. So, excuse me. Lost my train of thought. This is why I don't, yeah. Oh, but my brother, they all replying back to the message I just sent saying that I'm still laughing about that. I've already shared this, but in my family, I'm looked at as an oddball. I'm looked at as somebody who had opportunities to not be where I am right now in life, but instead be a little bit better off as far as, you know, where a young adult should be. So they kind of look at me as aloof, or conspiracy theorists and stuff like that. If it wasn't for me lifting weights and showing up how I showed up, as far as my body goes, they would have probably just been crying just to see me. But when you add on top of that you're actually taking care of yourself physically, it adds an extra element of like, so he's doing okay. He's out there in Houston, but at least he's doing okay. I had a haircut and everything, so my parents were, you know, they could leave. They could walk away from me knowing like, okay, well, he's good. He's okay. Because I told y'all, I really believe that this should have been me. This should have been me. As many times as I've lost my mind, it's almost like I could have seen myself at my brother's funeral being me instead of him, and all these people showing up. I think it would have been the same it would have been the same crowd. It would have been the same number of people if it would have been me. You know, but again, my brother battled with some type of mental illness on on his mom's side of the family, where a lot of them just take themselves out. My grandmother on my mom's side, she at one point tried to OD on her medicine, and they had to hide her medicine. I told y'all, on that side of the family, those are the big country, cornbread fed, kind of slow in the head, you know, that's that type of family. Again, country, like really nice people. They're not very sharp, but they're very hospitable. Like, you go out there to my people's house and stuff like that, man, they take care of you. You know, we got one family member, he just goes overboard with it, and we make fun of him as far as like, when he see you, he gets, oh, hey there, grandson. Hey there. Hey, God bless you. God bless you. Bless God. Hey, you ever need something? I got you. So that's how he is. He's just Uncle Greg. But like I said, man, them dudes are just freakish, like freak strength, man. Them dudes are just like big dudes, man. Big dudes, like big gorillas, like dead ass. They look like bipedal walking gorillas. Them dudes are huge. Big heads, big necks, big hands. Yeah, they once ran that community as far as athletes. This is also a family that's connected to the Dickersons. Eric Dickerson, the NFL running back. When I came out there, when I was a little boy, I would go down the street from where the church at, and those were the Dickersons. And so that's how I knew of them. It wasn't a coincidence, or it was, whatever you want to call it, that when I moved to this community, I became related to a lot of people through my stepmom, that if you would have asked me to trade my family members in it, I would not. Again, I believe my big brother is the best big brother you could ask for. I believe that my stepmother she was what I needed, not what I wanted, but what I needed, and I think that she would break down and cry if she heard me say that. There's gonna come a day when I have to speak at both of their funerals, and make no mistake about it, I am going to have people losing their minds. You are going to see a different side of yourself when you hear me talk at my parents' funeral. And I find it just ironic how you have to get older to be able to deal with the stage fright. Being up there, have everybody looking at you, you're crying, you're emotional. Some people don't like how their voice sound on a microphone, but you just start going. And it's like right now, if my mom would not have asked me to write that poem or whatever, I would have been nervous to get up there and speak, because I know how I am. I'm a raw and uncut, unfiltered man that when God starts speaking to me, man, I just speak the truth. I don't have what they call my truth. I have the truth. And a lot of them they would have been like, man, you ruining the event. Why you come up here talking about this, that, and the third? Why do we need to talk about that? This ain't about you. So I'm glad all I had to do was type a message and send it to her, because I couldn't have stood up there and said anything contrary to what the truth is. Like, for this dude to not have anybody that he knew he could call, that made me mad. My older brother kept telling me, man, Jerry he was stubborn. He didn't take none of my advice. I told you, I came up there with a very finite amount of information. And everything that I found out, some of it made me upset. A lot of it made me say, I told you so. I just had a lot of emotions, because I could have talked him out of that. I know I could have. My brother said that girl, when they got into it, she didn't call my brother. She called somebody else, another female or whatever. You know why that is? They don't fear or respect you, Xavier. They don't fear or respect you. You see, this is why I talk about fashion and all this other shit not mattering in the grand scheme of things. See, you guys, and I even said it. I said that my brother Jeremiah was he had a taste in fashion, right? So when I had said that out loud, my brother Xavier was like, yeah, you never really been into that whole thing. And I was like, well, first of all, Dad would not have allowed me to keep up with y'all every time something new come out. All right, I wanted to clean my teeth out, get that over with. But yeah, I believe I could have talked him out of that. I believe that, when Jeremiah hear my voice, Jeremiah know that I'm unfiltered. I'm not going to sit there and try to make sure it sound good or use words like, nah, I'm saying, yeah, facts, and all this other shit. I'm talking to you, bro, from my heart, from my soul. When I'm talking in this camera, I'm talking from my heart and my soul. I don't get lost for words when it comes to how to articulate my thoughts. I don't. That's why my parents, they hear me talk and they like, well, he didn't graduate high school, so how the hell is he talking like that? He must be acting. He must be listening to people on the internet and saying what they say and how they say it. No. Nope, that ain't the case at all. But you'll sit there and trumpet, oh, my son hanging out with Xavier. My son hanging out with Xavier. My son hanging out with Xavier. You'll champion that all day. But as you can see, at the end of the day, nobody said, damn, let me call Xavier because Jeremiah going off the edge. Nah. I love my brother, but there's no substance there. There's no substance. I told y'all, those two dudes, my brother and Jerry, they're very low. They're very they operate on a very low frequency. Very low. Clothes, music, basketball, shit like that. They're not spiritual at all. My brother did ask me, well, do you think that the story of Jesus is a lie? I said, yeah, I don't think. I think at some point we don't have a whole story about this Jesus character. I believe that this dude was involved in a lot more than what the Bible say, but again, it's about control. If I write a book, right? Let's pretend that all these rats and let's pretend all the rodents, or put it this way. Let's say my little old tent here, right? Or even better, the Book of Eli. Everybody has seen the Book of Eli, right? I'm not going to go into detail. You guys should know this already. If you're not one of the people who just, I can't watch a 5-minute movie. My attention's too... Sorry for that. But he tells you in the movie, I need that book. I need that book because I can start a whole civilization off that book. Now, you read the man's character. Denzel told him, the man told him, hey, we should share that book. He said, yeah, I agree, but I ain't found nobody to share it with yet. And the dude was like, you son of a... Because you're evil. So if a person wants that good book, quote unquote good book, and he's an evil person, what do you think he's going to do with this good book? So that's my gripe about it, is that there's something that ain't we don't know what we don't know. I believe 99% of everything on the internet has just been years of video watching, article reading. That's it. Nobody has been to the bottom of the Vatican. Nobody has been in Area 51. Nobody that has seen these unthinkable things, read unthinkable things. Nobody. None of them have a YouTube channel, and they're just openly telling you and showing you things. So I told them, no, I don't believe how we were raised as far as church goes, I don't think that that's the way, bro. I don't. Heaven is within. And he's heard these things because, again, that's why I'm not saying, man, listen to me, follow my channel, dibbidi-baba-doo-baba. I don't, bro, that's just too much on the internet to learn, or hell, you'll stumble upon a spiritual video. You know how these dumb fuck keep, look at the video above my head, look at the video to my right, look down, stupid shit like that. Some of them videos, if you ignore them dummies, they have information that you could begin to start jogging. Your mind could begin to work and make sure, like, does this even make sense? All this artificial AI videos with the giants carrying all that garbage. I'm just like, this is what I mean, how you have to have discernment. Probably in the last, I would say, 25 years. If you have not had discernment since 2000, you're lost. Discernment to see what's on TV is bull. Sports, politics, every world, everything you see. I really do believe, you guys, since 2000, if the shadow government, the CIA, the Catholic Church, the Vatican, all these different organizations that they all work hand in hand, if they did not manufacture shootings and all this stuff, I think since 2000 till now, that's 25 years, we probably would have had, what, 5 people lose their mind and just do something stupid? Naturally do something stupid? Okay. Why do you think when you go to the army, or you've heard the story about World War I and II, a lot of men were not prepared to, pull the trigger and shoot someone. So they had these little arcade games, these little boom, boom, bang, bang games to get you used to ending life. So it's the same concept of, whatever you know, that probably is not all of it. There's only so much information that us regular people have access to. So that's about as far as my brother will go with his spiritual curiosity. So I'm the one, and this is how I talk around him. He know I don't just talk shit and by myself. Then when I'm around him, I praise him. Hell no. I will say stuff like, and I told him, I was like, bro, I'm glad I didn't have to get up there and speak, because I would have been too mad to say anything nice. So that's really all I wanted to say, was that, again, I laughed when my mother said that. That was pretty funny. That was good parenting, I must say, because my brother just said, like, hey, man, we asking questions around here. Because a lot of them, they won't ask questions. Next thing you know, you get your cousin pregnant, and now you done started some jacked up genetic line, and just all because your parents were just like, oh, you got a girlfriend? That's good. So I was going to show you guys some of my gaming. Some of the gaming that I do. That was another thing I wanted to talk about was... I've spent the whole day sick. Last night I just took way too much medicine because I just had headache after headache after headache after headache. So I just took a lot of medicine, and I ate a lot of food. I think I ate I bought a little $5 chicken from Walmart and rice and sweet potatoes. That was like $8, and that was pretty much my my muscle meal. And then after that, I just trying to relax and do some gaming and stuff like that. I just started like going in and out of just having these head, like, I don't know, it's just weird. I don't know, really, I don't really even remember it, to be honest. And so I just spent the whole day. And I bought some crackers. So peanut butter crackers and stuff like that. So I tried to just keep eating when I was taking the pills to try to, give my body something to work with. And I had, those little cups of cereal for $1. I had, some Frosted Flakes and some Captain Crunch with that. So just way too much eating. And having my digestive pills, it's very rare that they don't work. When I say they don't work, meaning like I've just eaten way too much. So putting those on top to try to break down all of that stuff at the bottom, all I'm doing is just slowing up the process. So I just spent the whole day laying down on my side. I did vomit and go to the bathroom, but I was just not feeling it. I was upset because it was a beautiful day. Very windy. I couldn't go to sleep, couldn't fall asleep because I would just wake up with these stomach aches and stuff from taking all of the pills. And I spent the majority of the day going to the restroom and then come back and lay down and then get up and it was just a sucky day. But what for some weird ass reason, it seemed like I just quote unquote come alive at night. Like 7 o'clock and all that, I'm just amped up. Anything I was feeling during the day is gone. Like it just, and then now here comes the inability to wind down and go to sleep and relax. Now I'm like, hey, my day starts. Now that the sun's down, like I wanted to show, my view. It was a very beautiful view since all of the grass and leaves and stuff have come back. I kind of forgot what it looked like. But yeah, everything is okay. I'm really putting my foot on the gas, man, for my little brother. I said it, whether it's whatever it is in my life, I need to take the blessing of my brother being gone and use it for fuel. So I've been making these videos. But I will say this. I have not even begun to scratch the surface of life stories, teenage stories, young adult stories, adult stories, things going on in rig sports. You guys, I could easily just, this is what I planned on doing. I can download YouTube, right? I can download YouTube here, right? I can download YouTube on this Switch. And I planned on making reaction videos. Letting y'all hear what I hear, see what I see, laugh at what I laugh at. 'Cause there's a lot of stuff out there that I'm like, man, I really wish I had an audience to watch this with and critique it with. By the way, I did see the new Captain America movie and it was trash. Shout out to my cousin for making me watch it, because that's gonna be it, you guys. If you want to support my Cash App, it's Charles Edwards III. That's a Roman numeral 3, not third RD. That's just, Charles Edwards 1, 2, 3. I appreciate everything. It's time to go to the gym. And again, for some weird reason, my day is now finna start.